From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning and happy Friday. We'll have a few leftover showers for today and tonight. Mostly dry for Saturday, then those showers coming back for Sunday and Monday. The wind gusts doing their thing for today, 20 to 35 miles per hour for both today and tonight. High temperatures trending cooler for next week into the 40s by Wednesday. Lows dropping down into the 20s and 30s by Tuesday night. Okay, First Alert radar is showing you some more organized rainfall up in the Cascades. It's mostly light for the time being, a little bit more fragmented in the Blues and the Blue Foothills, but could be running into a few showers this morning in Walla Walla. Right now, gusts are, well, they're impacting the Cascades and the Blues, not so much for lower elevations, but like I just said, that will not necessarily be the case later today and then into tonight. Right now, temperatures for lower elevations sort of split between 40s and 50s. 40s for the valleys, 50s for the most part for the basin and for the foothills. So your day planner forecast for this Friday, still rain chances throughout the day. They're just not going to be as high as they were for yesterday. And again, we're tracking more rain chances as we head into Sunday and Monday. I'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest. A high-speed chase through the Tri-Cities ended in a head-on crash early yesterday morning. Our crews were there, and coming up, how the crash unfolded and what led a driver to go the wrong way on the interstate. And Sunnyside faces a $2 million deficit in its general funds despite cost-cutting efforts. We'll break down the solution that city leaders are now proposing. And Breeze Airways is pulling back from its Hollywood Burbank route at the Tri-Cities Airport. What passengers need to know about their tickets. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Friday, November 14th. Jade Elliott has the day off. Now we do want to get into your top stories and we're starting off with a crime alert. This after a high-speed chase across the Tri-Cities ended in a head-on crash early yesterday morning. This after troopers say a driver was going the wrong way on Interstate 182. Washington State Patrol says this started around 2:40 in the morning when a trooper tried to stop a speeding Hyundai Elantra near Stepton Street in Kennewick. The driver took off, and after an initial pursuit was called off for safety reasons, troopers spotted the car again on the highway. They say the driver then started heading westbound in the eastbound lanes near the Queensgate on-ramp and moments later hit a Ford Fiesta head-on. 5 people were inside the Elantra, 2 ran away, but they were eventually caught, and troopers say the car was stolen and the driver showed signs of impairment. The driver of the Fiesta was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and troopers are reminding everybody that if you see a wrong-way driver, there are steps you can take.
If you do, we want to make sure that you're in the right lane. A lot of the wrong way drivers will be in the left lane. Try to use up that right lane as much as possible. Usually the right shoulder is a lot wider than the inside shoulder, and that can be kind of a form of escape to get away from a wrong way driver.
WSP says they're now working to confirm how the group got the stolen car and also what led up to the driver speeding through multiple cities before the crash. Now to Yakima, police are investigating another crash that left a woman with life-threatening injuries. Officers say this happened around 5:45 Tuesday night near East Lincoln and North Natchez Avenue. A 35-year-old woman was found in the roadway and later flown to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. Police say the 23-year-old driver stayed at the scene and cooperated. Speed and intoxication are not believed to be factors. Now, all this as Yakima police are looking for a driver of another crash accused of hitting 2 teenagers and taking off. Officers say this happened around 5:45 Monday night. This was near South Fair Avenue and East Spruce Street. The teens were crossing the road when a Dodge Caravan hit them, then allegedly spoke briefly to them before driving away. Witnesses helped the teens and snapped a picture of the car. Both were taken to Multicare Memorial Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and police have identified a 62-year-old Yakima man as the suspect, and he now faces felony hit-and-run charges. 6:04 and now to a follow-up at the Tri-Cities Airport where there has been a change of plans. Breeze Airways will not begin service to Hollywood Burbank as originally announced. The airport says Breeze has decided to pull back before launching this new route. Anybody who already bought a ticket is being asked to contact the airline directly for help with their reservation.
I am disappointed because I like Breeze, and I think it would have been neat to have Breeze in the market. However, when I look at the Burbank market, I'm happy with the Alaska service that we have now daily. So it's a mixed bag. You know, you're always disappointed when someone doesn't want to come in or they cancel a route.
Now, the airport remains served by Alaska Airlines, which continues to offer flights to Burbank and several other destinations. And officials say they are actively pursuing more carriers and more routes for the region. And cities across the country are reviewing spending and preparing for next year's budgets. In Sunnyside, the city's finance director recently identified a $2 million deficit in the general funds, even after conservative spending and cuts. With resources stretched and funds misallocated, leaders are considering difficult measures. One big proposal is outsourcing the city's dispatch center to Yakima County. Others include a hiring freeze, eliminating non-essential positions, and reducing hours at the community pool.
Our suggestion was to just change the hours that it was open, and looking at the days that it had the least amount of business, just not opening like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and being open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday when it was the most busy and could generate the most revenue.
Now, none of these potential cuts are official yet. The city will hold a final hearing on the 2026 budget at the upcoming city council meeting, and that's on Monday, November 24th. And we'll, of course, keep you updated. Turning back to Yakima, voters have weighed in on the county's Proposition 1. That's the advisory measure on whether to keep or lift the county's ban on cannabis businesses. As of November 11th, about 55% of voters say they want to keep the ban, while 44% want it lifted. Commissioner Kyle Curtis says allowing cannabis operations could have generated $400,000 to $500,000 a year in tax revenue, most of it aimed at law enforcement and public safety. While the vote doesn't change any laws, it does give commissioners a clear read on public opinion moving forward.
I think the last one we did was in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. I think then that came in with 57% of our voters stating they wanted to keep the cannabis ban in our unincorporated. So currently, I haven't checked to see what Friday's count was, but I believe it's 55% have now stated they wanted to continue the cannabis ban in our unincorporated.
Regardless of the outcome, commissioners say they'll keep exploring ways to boost county revenue. And this comes as the city's levy lid for public safety, parks, streets, and other services is not on track to pass. Most of the ballots counted so far show voters opposing the measure. The Yakima police chief says the levy would have maintained current staffing levels and supported key services the department provides. Without that funding, he says they've been forced to propose cuts in their 2026 budget.
The elimination of 12 police officer positions, a sergeant position, an analyst supervisor, and then 4 of the community service officer positions. And then obviously that's just a proposed budget, and the council makes the final decision on the approved budget, but they're working through that process now.
And the council has until the end of this year to decide if this is something that they'll move forward with. And keep it here, because coming up next, your Thanksgiving feast could cost less than you think. Straight ahead, the surprising items getting cheaper, the ones still going up, and how to stretch your holiday budget even further. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have another look at your First Alert weather forecast. It's all on the other side of the break.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team. At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems. And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostemtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. We are professional grade.
Kraken, Sharks. Coverage begins at 7 Saturday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to be gusty for today and tonight, so let's go ahead and talk about the specifics of that. First of all, the strongest gusts today going to be for Salish Pass at or on US 97, and then around 25-mile-per-hour gust in the Yakima Valley for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue Foothills. Then for tonight, still gusts up around 35 miles per hour for Salish Pass, but calmer for the rest of us, although we could still have gusts around 20 miles per hour for the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Now shifting gears to next week, as our temperatures are going to be shifting gears. They're going to drop down into the 40s for Wednesday and beyond. Now for today, we'll have low 60s on the map, which is abnormally warm for this time of the year, about 10 degrees above average, but eventually we will cool things off. In the Yakima Valley, we'll end up in the 40s for next week, the same thing, and the Tri-Cities going back down closer to average for what you would expect for this time of the year. And with those afternoon highs dropping down, of course, those overnight lows going to drop down into the 20s and 30s for Tuesday night and beyond. So for tonight, 30s and 40s once again, but you see, we'll just kind of gradually, for the most part, kind of gradually step it down, especially from Sunday to Tuesday, about a 10 to 15 degree. That's not so gradual right there, a 10 to 15 degrees cooler from Sunday night to Tuesday night. Okay, that is next week's stuff. Today's stuff and tonight's stuff is rain. Showers going to be possible, and I'll time that out with Futurecast. I'll talk about some other storm systems for next week as well. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In consumer news this morning, Turkey Day is right around the corner, and although the cost of food remains high overall, prices for many Thanksgiving menu items have fallen. This morning, ABC's Christiane Cordero has more on the cost of the big meal and tips on how to save.
This Thanksgiving, affordable prices are back on the menu. The Wells Fargo Agri-Food Institute Thanksgiving Food Report shows many of the holiday's popular dishes are slightly down in cost compared to last year.
Most retailers are not surprised by Thanksgiving arriving. They have prepared many months in advance. They're working with their suppliers, and they're negotiating pricing for the benefit of the consumer.
Starting with the star of the show, the turkey.
Turkey price is a little bit price neutral. They've gone down a bit. We actually see the national brands down about 3.7% year over year.
As for your sides, stuffing, gravy mix, and fresh cranberries all dropped between 3 and 4%. Private brand dinner rolls saw the biggest savings this year with a 22% price decrease. But when it comes to your veggies,
big spikes in some of the potatoes. So russet potatoes, sweet potatoes, we do see some price increases there. That's one of the areas where we are seeing some price increases. Fresh vegetables as well. So again, if you want to incorporate frozen vegetables rather than fresh, or just kind of pick and choose based on what sort of deals you see at your grocery store.
Hopefully you aren't too full for dessert. National brand pumpkin pies are down 3%.
Where I do see an increase in costs is with the whipped cream to go with the pumpkin pie. And that is right in line with what we're seeing with dairy prices right now.
To get the most savings, try mixing and matching between private and national brands and cook up your shopping plans ahead of time.
Everyone is trying to get the consumer in the door. Turkey tends to be a loss leader for many retailers, but find out where they have specials, shop around, shop early, and you'll have the best opportunity to get the best deals.
Christiane Cordero, ABC News.
And while turkey and a lot of the classic sides are easing up in price, those veggies, especially potatoes, might still sneak up on you this year. And that's why experts say mixing brands, shopping early, and watching store specials can make a big difference. And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking. That's coming up in his full first look at the forecast, which is right after the break.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Thanksgiving is November 27th, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned. Try our new Cajun style. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard. Call today to place your order, 509-579-5855, or go to honeybaked.com.
Next live, Eva LaRue, plus Layla Taylor from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And it's shopping day.
Wait, oh my gosh, you guys have to feel this.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
The stars are spinning, kicking, and hiding their way.
Why is this so hard? We're just actors.
To a shot at $1 million for charity.
That's how you play Wheel of Fortune, Coachy. There you go.
New Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, tonight on ABC.
Dallas at Las Vegas. Monday Night Football. Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's give you the meteorological lay of the land over the next handful of days. So we have this sort of lingering boundary of warm air and cold air that's sort of colliding right over our region. So what does that mean? It means our weather is going to be weird over the next handful of days. We'll have rain chances up in the mountains, but lower elevations mostly dry. Of course, a few shower chances for today, but mostly dry for tomorrow. Then as we head into Sunday, it gets a little more interesting as we have another storm system that's going to arrive. And this time, this is a cold front, no doubt about it. And this will bring up rain chances as we head into Sunday and Monday. So let's parse this out by its different parts. First, the shower chances possible for today and tonight. Let's time that out with Futurecast. And by the time we get to 8 this morning, a few leftover showers. It looks like by lunchtime, this is mostly up in the Cascades. Same thing by 5 p.m. Now for this evening, this is when Futurecast is saying, okay, we could have some rain for the basin, for the foothills, potentially into the valleys as well. Futurecast is trying to hold on to this for Saturday morning. I personally think it's being a little bit bullish, at least with this particular segment. We'll see how it pans out, but I'm thinking lower elevation is going to end up being mostly dry for tomorrow. If we do have any showers, it would probably be in the foothills. And then, again, that next storm system that we'll talk about in just a second. But here are the rainfall totals we're anticipating over the next 48 hours. A half an inch to up to an inch for the Cascades. Not much to the east of there. All right, then those shower chances are going to return for lower elevation Sunday and Monday. Here's what that's going to look like in the Yakima Valley. 20 to 10% chances for Sunday and Monday. Dry for Tuesday. Then it looks like maybe some more active weather for the middle and end of next week. We'll have more to say about that storm system next week, but during that little stretch, Sunday and Monday, not very much rainfall, even for the mountains, and certainly not very much for lower elevations. A little bit of snow for Sunday and Monday. When I say a little bit, I mean like, you know, maybe an inch for our mountain passes. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A few showers left over today, dry for Saturday, then showers coming back for Sunday and Monday. In Yakima, small rain chances Friday, Sunday, Monday, and perhaps for next Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, watching the end of next week very closely for the potential of a wintry mix. Still 7 days out, so subject to change. And then for Hermiston, small rain chances today and tonight, a break for Saturday, then maybe some more rain for Sunday and Monday. And finally, for Walla Walla, rain likely Friday, trending a little bit drier for Saturday and Sunday, then wetter again by Monday.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a fiery rescue caught on camera, a crash involving a fire truck responding to a call, also a police officer grabbing the bull by the horns. We've got the surprising videos you have to see to believe, and they're coming up right after the break.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Hapo and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters. Because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Hapo.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Family medicine provider Mariana Guerrero Sanchez is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. She provides wellness exams, preventative health care, well child checks, women's health, chronic care management, cancer screenings, and more. Se habla español. To schedule an appointment with Mariana, call the Grandview Clinic at 509-203-1080 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Thank you.
I got this.
I need to know how strong you love it. How strong you love it. 'Cause I've been waiting. Yeah.
New America Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Sunday at 10 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, November 23rd at 9 a.m.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out. We have video of a dramatic rescue in Florida as bystanders rush to save a driver trapped in a burning car.
And in Colorado, as they would tell me to say it, firefighters end up in the middle of the crash they were trying to respond to, And then in Ohio, a suspicious person report turns out to be a bunch of bull.
And with the most outlandish headlines this week, here's Take a Look at This with Jeremy Roth.
This is what was left after a Porsche erupted in flames on a busy Florida street. But it's not the firefighters' response that's making headlines, but instead the heroic actions of several bystanders who bravely pulled the car's elderly driver from the burning vehicle. Video released by Clearwater Police shows the Good Samaritans dragging the 74-year-old driver away from the flaming car and even tackling the flames before fire officials arrived and took over. Thanks to the brave bystanders, WFLA reports the driver escaped the ordeal unscathed, but was taken to a hospital as a precaution. It's unclear what caused the fire, but what is clear is the incident would have had a very different outcome if not for the actions of a few selfless Floridians. In Colorado, firefighters were first on the scene of a vehicle accident, but that's only because they were involved in it. Video released by Aurora PD shows a fire engine responding to a call collide with a small SUV after police say its driver failed to yield to the engine, which, although tough to see in the video, did have its emergency lights on. To make things worse, officials say the SUV's driver had no vehicle registration or insurance. 3 firefighters suffered only minor injuries, and the fire engine's damage was minimal. The SUV, however, was not so lucky. Finally, an Ohio cop arriving on the scene of a reported suspicious person found said person, and they weren't so much suspicious as they were conspicuous. Here's what that means in case you don't. Okay. Turns out the man was just passing through the area for a rodeo and took his bull, Gus, out for a joyride. So the officer did what any reasonable person would do, climbed up on the bull, and pretended to be a cowboy. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
All right, 2 very scary situations, but then a really cute one right there.
Yeah, a nice palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the first one because I'd thought about this before, like what would I do if I saw a burning car? I think we'd all like to think we'd be good Samaritans and that we, call 911, try to get in there and take, but that takes a lot of courage.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So just hats off to all those we usually have bad Florida man and Florida woman stories. This was a good one.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right, keep it here because coming up in our next half hour, Walla Walla Public Schools is giving families a look into daily school life with a new video series. And we've got a sneak peek at that first episode. Plus, we're talking sports. Central Washington University hosted its 6th annual Northwest Sport Management Summit. We'll have the highlights and the alumni speakers who shared industry insights. It's all in our 6:30 half hour.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40+ years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we stay up to date on the latest research and we offer cutting-edge therapies. We treat a number of different conditions, specifically Parkinson's disease, stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury, fibromyalgia, diabetes. We also treat folks dealing with cognitive decline due to aging.
We all have dreams and ideas about how life is going to be, and then life happens, and it's not necessarily what we pictured. So how do we deal with that? I've lived with multiple sclerosis for years. It's realizing that it's all one system. How do you reset your goals so that you can live a happy, healthy life even with chronic illness? And I can attest, yes, you can. My life is incredibly happy.
We first start by improving oxygen utilization in the cells because healthy cells are well oxygenated. We then work towards improving areas of the brain that are inefficient, and for this we use a number of different modalities. We offer oxygen contrast therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, transcranial photobiomodulation, and our latest addition, brain high-intensity interval training.
We also build a schedule for the patient that makes it easy to adapt their game plan to their lives and the therapies they do inside the clinic. To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
If you're seeing this ad, then we've still got inventory that needs to go. Come in now for our most aggressive in-stock pricing of the year and 0% financing. Your dream home starts at Tri-Cities or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
The CMA Awards, live Wednesday on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, it is Friday. It's the weekend. How's our weather faring?
It is looking not too bad. We'll have some shower chances for today and tonight. Mostly dry for Saturday, and a little shower chances coming back for Sunday. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Little mix in there.
Yeah, it's not sunny and 75, which you wouldn't expect in November.
Right.
But we'll take it, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at those big weather stories. Again, those showers through tonight, then perhaps returning for Sunday and Monday. It's going to be gusty for today and tonight. Those gusts spanning anywhere from 20 to 35 miles per hour. The strongest gust going to be in the Cascades, and then trending cooler next week. Highs dropping to the 40s by Wednesday. Those overnight lows going to be down into the 20s and 30s as soon as Tuesday night. Here are the current winds this morning. Wind gust still quite gusty up in the Cascades. We're seeing gusts around 35 to 40 miles per hour. Not as strong for the rest of us, but these will pick up throughout the rest of the day and, of course, into tonight as well. This morning's temperature is very interesting. A very clear split between 40s and 50s. 40s for the valleys, 50s for the most part for the basin and for the foothills. First alert radar showing you some more organized rainfall up in the Cascades, up towards Snoqualmie Pass, some more fragmented stuff down towards Walla Walla into the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains. Your umbrella cast for this Friday in the Tri-Cities, little rain chances all throughout the day, definitely not a washout. So for today, 50s and 60s for lower elevations, abnormally warm, but again, we're going to cool things off into next week. I'll show you that temperature trend line going down coming up in a few minutes.
This half hour of news in Walla Walla, where Walla Walla Public Schools are giving families a new look at daily school life, and this through a monthly video series called Out and About with Dr. G. The new series follows Dr. Guyan, the new superintendent, as he spends time with students and staff in their own environments, trying out different programs and learning their day-to-day routines. So the first video shows him taking on an ROTC obstacle course, but future episodes will feature everything from bus mechanics, chaining up tires, to kitchen staff preparing school lunches. And this is all to give families a closer look at how the district operates.
When I'm with our ROTC students, why they do that and why they're connected is so cool to hear. And honestly, the things that they do for training physically, the discipline, it's a good way for me to experience those things.
And the district plans to release a new Out and About video every month to highlight more programs and staff across Walla Walla Public Schools. Talking local sports now, Central Washington University held its 6th annual Northwest Sports Management Summit on campus. So the free event featured 7 speakers who currently work in the sports management industry, all of whom are CWU alumni. And some of the panel's job titles include the director of catching for the New York Yankees, baseball operations with the LA Dodgers, and membership and service consultant for the San Francisco 49ers.
Really exciting. Our keynote, all of our panels are alumnists. I'm an alum myself, and really special to come back home to Central to share the knowledge. We have a really proud history of putting people in the industry. We have a really good track record of putting them to work as well, which we love to do, and we love to see those fruits of our labor.
And after the summit, the university held a networking luncheon and career fair. Pretty cool stuff. And keep it here, we've got more pretty cool things. Coming up, first responders across Washington have successfully pushed for a fallen firefighters memorial at the state capitol. But it's not a done deal yet. Signatures are still needed. We'll have how you can show your support for this tribute just after the break.
Kraken, Sharks. Coverage begins at 7 Saturday on MeTV.
During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus 60 months, no interest. The Black Friday Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. Be sure your home's electrical system is safe and functioning properly with a safety inspection. Call Vance to schedule your appointment or book online today.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Locally owned and operated, Fable has quickly become one of the Tri-Cities' favorite dining destinations for lunch, brunch, and dinner. Now offering breakfast 7 days a week starting at 7 a.m. Farm to table, savory to sweet, and everything in between. Fable Craft Bar, your all-day dining destination starting with breakfast at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. On the river, north end of Columbia Center Boulevard.
Did your laundry set finally give up? Fred's has you covered. Don't trust just anyone. Call your local appliance experts at Fred's Appliance. We have truckload savings on all Whirlpool appliances. From dishwashers to refrigerators and ovens, upgrade your home today. Right now, save $300 on this top-load washer and dryer. We have in-stock, get-it-today inventory so you can get your laundry game back on track. We're local, like you.
During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus 60 months, no interest. The Black Friday Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Next live, Eva LaRue, plus Layla Taylor from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And it's shopping day.
Wait, oh my gosh, you guys have to feel this.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Here comes the judge.
Court come to order. All rise.
Judy rules the courtroom.
Hey, I would keep my mouth shut.
It's your daily moment of truth.
What an idiot.
Judy Justice.
In front of millions of people.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Excuse me, a lot of that this morning. Well, it's going to be gusty for today and for tonight. Gusts up around 20 to 35 miles per hour. So for today, the fastest gust going to be for Sadius Pass on US 97, and then 25 mile per hour gust for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. Then for tonight, gusts still doing their thing up in the Cascades for Sadius Pass, but for the rest of us, calming down, although gusts could still be up around 20 miles per hour for the Lower Columbia Basin. Next week, we're going to cool things off. Highs dropping down into the 40s by the time in the Yakima Valley. It's going to be by the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday. Looks like it's probably going to be in that Wednesday to Thursday time frame in the Tri-Cities as well. Then those overnight lows pretty dramatic drop off from Sunday to Tuesday by about 10 to 15 degrees. So upper 20s to low 30s is what we can anticipate for Tuesday night and beyond that. Okay, we'll pivot from weather to climate now. The rainfall numbers we've been tracking since October 1st starting to lose a little bit of ground now in the Blue Foothills. 15 to 20% deficits, kind of a mixed bag for the basin, but still some very good numbers in the valleys. Reservoir levels not as good, especially in the Yakima Basin, well below normal for this time of the year, especially for Cle Elum, Catchis, Keechless, Rimrock. Saving Grace is bumping, but that's the smallest reservoir. And then sort of a mixed bag in the Umatilla Basin. Thankfully, we have a lot longer to go in this wet season for these numbers to improve. Fingers crossed.
6:39, and we turn to statewide news now, where the Washington State Capitol is set to build a fallen firefighters memorial.
But first, local organizers are working to raise money for construction. So Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you how organizers are getting creative to fund the project.
The Washington State Capitol has been without a fallen firefighters memorial ever since a renovation took out the old one in the Senate building. And after firefighter organizations from across the state rallied to advocate for a new one, it looks like it's finally going to happen.
And since then, we've been trying to get some sort of memorial on the campus, but it's going to be really expensive. So we needed to come up with a plan on how to pay for not only the memorial, but the maintenance that goes along with it.
While the state is paying for some of the memorial, the council is getting creative to afford the rest. The Washington State Council of Firefighters is working with legislators to create a special license plate honoring fallen firefighters. And it's going to help funding efforts. Johnson says that every plate sold will contribute $28 to building and maintaining the new memorial. Before the license plates can be made available by the state, the council says it has to collect at least 3,500 signatures of people saying that they would be interested in buying a plate.
The idea behind the signature is not a commitment that you will buy it. It's more showing your intent that, hey, I would be interested in possibly paying for this specialized plate when I renew my license on my vehicle.
You may be wondering, what do the plates look like? Well, Blashill says they're still being designed. But the petition is currently open at WSCFF.org, which the council says will help make both the plates and the memorial a reality. And next up, the council says it hopes to build the memorial between 2027 and 2029. Reporting from Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And the council says they've already received 2,000 signatures supporting the special plates. Pretty cool stuff.
Love that, yeah.
And keep it here, because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast, all on the other side of the break. It's nice to finally see some light out there.
And just to see anything. The fog's been obscuring everything.
Right?
So this is music to my eyes.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Oh, a gift list. Gift guide. Who's on it?
My sister, dog walker, my best friend, my college roommate, pretty much everyone.
Well, we don't have something for everyone, but we do have something for all your someones. Like someone who thinks the best coffee shop could be their kitchen. Ooh. Or someone who deserves cashmere that's as warm as they are.
Those colors.
No. And someone who makes time for you.
I think you're onto something.
Oh, it's nothing.
saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Sunday at 10 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, November 23rd at 9 a.m.
Tired of paying more and getting less? Me too. That's why I'm bringing back my bigger drink cups.
I had a Sprite.
My bad. Get even more value with my mozzarella sticks. Get so much more under $4. Welcome to Jock in the Box.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We got a bunch of different funky temperature boundaries around us. There's a warm front, there's a cold front, there's an included front. What does all that mean? Well, here's what you need to know. It means that our weather's going to be a little bit more weird for today. Shower chances still likely for the Cascades, not as likely for lower elevations or the Blues. And then into Saturday, looking mostly dry out there. Still could have a few showers up in the mountains, but then into Sunday, another temperature boundary. This time, this is a cold front associated with the storm system that will bring us better rain chances overall into Sunday and Monday, even for lower elevations. So let's parse this out into its different parts, all right? First, for today and through tonight, showers are going to be possible. We'll go ahead and time that out with Futurecast. We put this in motion, and 8 this morning. A few showers on the map. Lunchtime, looks like most of this is up in the Cascades. 5 p.m. still mostly in the Cascades, but then into this evening, that's when Futurecast is trying to bring down some rainfall into the basin for the foothills, perhaps into the valleys as well. It's trying to hang on to it into Saturday morning. I personally think that Futurecast is being a little bit bullish with Saturday morning, but we'll see how it pans out. In general, I think it's going to be mostly dry for lower elevations tomorrow. If we did see some showers, in all likelihood, it would probably be in the Blue foothills. And then more active weather into Sunday and Monday, which we'll talk about in a second. First, some of those rainfall totals over the next 48 hours, around a half an inch to an inch up in the Cascades, and a lot drier to the east of there. But again, shower chances coming back for Sunday and Monday. Those are going to be very low-end rain chances. We're talking 20% for the days of Sunday and Monday in the Tri-Cities. Drier for Tuesday and Wednesday, but maybe some more active weather towards the middle and end of next week. So for Sunday and Monday, not even the Cascades picking up a half an inch of rainfall. So in general, in the grand scheme of things, a pretty dry storm system, not a very wintry storm system either, as we could have just trace amounts of snowfall for a mountain pass. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A few showers left over today, dry for Saturday, then showers coming back for Sunday and Monday. In Yakima, small rain chances Friday, Sunday, Monday, and perhaps for next Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, watching the end of next week very closely for the potential of a wintry mix. Still 7 days out, so subject to change. In Hermiston, small rain chances today and tonight, a break for Saturday, and maybe some more rain for Sunday and Monday. And finally, for Walla Walla, rain likely Friday, trending a little bit drier for Saturday and Sunday, then wetter again by Monday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, allegations of sports betting and the mob.
Organized crime families seem to have a hard time breaking this old habit, so we're going to break it for them.
In New Jersey, prosecutors say a family business was actually an illegal gambling ring, raking in $2 million from 2022 to 2024. While sports gambling is legal in New Jersey, prosecutors say the alleged ring that relied on Gen Z gamblers to make profits through sports betting is not. The alleged ringleader, Joseph Perna, a reputed member of the Lucchese family. Alongside Perna, 13 more charged, including at least 2 former college athletes. One of them, Michael Chetta, a Rutgers competitor at the 2024 NCAA Wrestling Championships.
They effectively recruited younger gamblers or players that they knew would be able to pay up, or those that they could leverage payment from, namely college students.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this sports betting scandal. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katersky, ABC News, New York.
Years of hard work. Decades of dedication. Committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia and invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you've had another pneumococcal vaccine or not, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. The Secretary for the Department of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, says they hope to get most people their SNAP benefits by the end of the week and at the very latest Monday. Rollins says the department began work Wednesday night once the government reopened to issue full food stamp benefits for November. More than 40 million Americans were left in limbo when last month the department said it could not distribute food stamps for November. The decision spurred lawsuits that resulted in federal courts requiring the agency to issue partial payments and then later full allotments before the Supreme Court paused the ruling to provide full benefits. At least 19 states rushed to issue full benefits, and several other states issued partial benefits over the past week or so. In your business headlines this morning, two big tech companies are joining a pair of state attorneys general to try to make artificial intelligence safer. North Carolina Attorney General Jeff Jackson and Utah AG Derek Brown have formed the bipartisan AI task force. This aims to develop basic safeguards that AI developers should implement to prevent harm to users, as well as identify new risks. OpenAI and Microsoft have already signed on to be part of the effort. Other state regulators and AI companies are also expected to join. Right now, there's not a broad law that would regulate AI. Now to your health headlines. Scientists are closer than ever to making pig kidneys work for humans. One of the biggest hurdles they have to overcome is the body's tendency to reject an organ transplant. So doctors from NYU looked at how the human body rejects a pig organ, and they're now a major step closer to making kidney transplants from other species a real option in the near future. Right now, more than 90,000 people in the U.S. are waiting for a kidney transplant, and donor supply cannot keep up with the demand. Talking sports now, nearly $10,000 worth of trading cards were stolen from a New York City shop owned by Tom Brady. Police say the suspect tried to use a credit card to buy a baseball and Pokemon cards, but his card was declined. He allegedly was able to bypass the denial in the store's credit card machine without the employee's knowledge. The man left with more than $9,700 worth of trading cards, and this theft happened October 20th at the newly opened Card Vault by Tom Brady store in Manhattan. Police are still looking for the suspect. Now to the top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. Just before 3 yesterday morning, Washington State Patrol troopers tried to stop a speeding Hyundai Elantra in Kennewick. The driver fled, which led to a short chase that was called off for safety reasons. Later, the car was spotted on I-182 going the wrong way near the Queens Gate on-ramp. The car then crashed head-on into a Ford Fiesta. 5 people were inside the stolen Elantra. 2 ran, but they were eventually caught, and troopers say the driver showed signs of impairment. The Fiesta driver was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities are still investigating. And Yakima police are searching for a driver who struck 2 teenagers Monday evening. This was near South Fair Avenue and East Spruce Street. The teens were crossing the road when a Dodge Caravan hit them. The driver briefly spoke to them and then drove off. Witnesses helped the teens and got a picture of the car. Both teenagers were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities have identified a suspect, a 62-year-old man, and he now faces felony hit-and-run charges. Grandview leaders say the city's current police station, which was built in 1938, is outdated, over capacity, and cannot be expanded. With the population growing, 7 additional officers will be needed by 2028. A proposed $12 million facility is in the works, though most funding still needs approval. If the project moves forward, the new station could be finished by late 2028. A site dedication ceremony will be held December 1st near 206 Port Point West, and it is open to the public. Meanwhile, city officials continue exploring funding options to make the new station a reality. And Sunnyside's Finance Review has revealed a $2 million deficit in their general funds despite significant cost-cutting efforts. Now officials are proposing measures such as outsourcing the dispatch center to Yakima County, also reducing non-essential city positions, implementing a hiring freeze, and adjusting hours at community facilities like the city pool. Leaders say these actions are necessary to balance the budget and maintain essential services in the coming year. But even with these steps, the city still faces a negative balance of over $260,000. Lastly, Breeze Airways has decided not to launch its planned flights from the Tri-Cities Airport to Hollywood Burbank. Passengers who have already bought tickets are to contact the airline. However, Alaska Airlines will continue to have daily flights to Burbank as well as several other destinations. Officials say they are actively pursuing additional carriers and routes. Trending now this morning, if you're thinking about getting a dog and can't think of a name, well, you're in luck.
The American Kennel Club just released its list of the most popular names of the year. Max has reclaimed the top spot for most popular male name.
Also, Hank, Teddy, Cooper, and Gus round out the top 5. Luna was the most popular female name, followed by Bella, Daisy, Lucy, and Ruby.
The American Kennel Club says the ranking was based on registration statistics and enrollments in its AKC Canine Partners program.
I'm surprised Max is still at the top of the list. I thought that people, I don't know, moved on. I feel like that's always been a popular dog name.
That was the name of the dog in Air Bud, right? His name was Max? What was his name?
No, Buddy?
His name was Bud?
Buddy, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie in so long, but I feel like there's another movie where there's a dog named Max. And I'm blanking on it, and that's embarrassing, but...
That's okay, yeah, but it's a popular name.
To your point, it's surprising that
I do feel like Bella and Daisy are big popular names for dogs.
I've heard a lot of Lunas, too.
Yes. Yeah. My dog's name is Macy, but that's not that popular. Macy with an I, so it's a little different. And then you have Maisie.
Maisie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, it's not really dog walking weather. Not today.
No, I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, like, it's not sunny in 65. It's not sunny in 55.
So rain chances, but not.
Little rain chances, but definitely not a washout. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the wind gusts out there for this morning. It is definitely quite windy up in the Cascades. Some of those gusts around 40 miles per hour. And then in terms of the temperatures, you see that split, 40s and 50s. So 40s for the valleys, 50s for the most part for the basin and for the foothills. Rainfall is definitely much more uniform in the Cascades this morning as opposed to the Blues where it's a little bit fragmented, but we've seen a few light showers this morning in Walla Walla. Let's take it back to the Tri-Cities, your umbrella cast all throughout the day. Just a little 10% shower chances. Again, don't cancel your plans to walk your dog, get those steps in. So for today, 50s and 60s for lower elevations. Showers going to continue through tonight. It'll be dry for Saturday, returning for Sunday and Monday. The wind gusts doing their thing for today and tonight, and cooler as we head into next week.
Just a little bit of everything.
A little bit weather buffet.
Yeah, there we go. And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day and a great weekend.